The dogs, they don't know come, they don't know sit, they don't know anything.
On February 10th, Edina police officer Jason Baer arrived at the Timothy Jones Canine Training Facility in St. Paul to meet his new partner.
This is the start of your canine career.
His partner is Edina's newest canine cop, Blade.
What I anticipate are probably some pretty good challenges. I guess that's one of the things that I also look forward to, and as far as being a handler.
We're gonna all go out in the kennels together. Watch what the dogs do. That's why you have to be very careful.
I guess there's a lot of unknowns associated with getting the dog. I've heard it referred to as like having a kid. You don't know what it's going to be like.
All these dogs have been imported from Europe, and the reason we import them is because of genetics. They're bred specifically to be police dogs.
I pulled this up my face like that. You see what could happen, folks? So we want to be very, very careful.
After the dog's arrival, Baer and Blade had a month to get to know each other before starting their intense 12-week training program.
Main concern was obviously my wife and then the other dog, how they were going to get along, or if he was going to destroy the house.
Blade, a 2-year-old German Shepherd born from a long bloodline of Slovakian police dogs, surprised Baer by how well he adjusted to his new home.
Good boy.
Jason in particular was a very talented individual, which I attribute to a lot of experience working with Kevin Rothfidal, Mike Seeger, and some of the other canine handlers in the West Metro. And it's a skill. You have to learn the skill, and the only way you learn it is through exposure and through doing it and making mistakes.
Baer and Blade began their training in March. During the program for new canines and handlers, the dogs are schooled in agility, obedience, tracking, criminal apprehension, and handler protection.
And these dogs, believe it or not, would not make very good pets because of those behaviors. They need to be active, they need to be working. They go, go, go.
Right there.
While the canines were learning skills to take to the streets, the handlers were learning how to work with their new partner.
It's more conditioning the handler, figuring out how the dogs work, how they play, and that kind of thing. So it is definitely, the 12 weeks is more for the handler than it is for the dog.
We've had handlers that actually have chosen to leave training 8, 9, 10 weeks in the class because they've realized this isn't for them.
Despite the challenge, Baer and Blade came out on top.
It's 12 weeks, and it's probably the most demanding police training that I've ever been involved in.
The pair graduated in May.
From the Edina Police Department, we have Officer Jason Baer, his canine Blade.
Graduation was kind of our first demo at all for any of these dogs. So it was basically to showcase what we'd done the entire 12 weeks.
The reason these dogs do what they do is one reason. They're obedient. They sit, they down, they stand, they jump these hurdles, they bite, they search, they track because they are obedient.
Good boy! Yeah, good boy!
Baer and Blade began work in June.
Been going great so far.
They joined Mike Seeger and Diesel in the Edina Canine program.
No way you could do it without help like that. It's where it'd be tough to be a single dog department and have to rely on everybody else all the time and not have someone else in-house, especially Mike with the 4 years experience that he's had with Diesel is a huge help with Blade.
Police canines typically cost around $8,000 and depending on their health, have a working life of 5 to 7 years.
Atta boy.
Community support is number one. We couldn't have the canine program without the community support. Becoming a canine handler has been a childhood dream for me. It's something that's always been in the back of my head.
They turned into a great police service dog team.
With Steve Christensen, I'm Kaylin Martin, Edina 16.